So by now you've probably seen robot vacuums, but this one is something very special. It has a camera which you can call. Yes, you can call it. And it does full LiDAR mapping of your location, and it is the best gadget I've ever had. I'm not sure that my dog agrees. Let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So Roborock have sent this across to me to review. They've not asked me to say anything good or bad about it, and all of the thoughts expressed will be my own. The package that I have is the S7 MaxV Ultra, and that comes with the empty wash fill dock, which, believe me, is well worth the extra. So over the years I've had a few different robot vacuums. I had this one which did some mopping and it also did vacuuming, but it didn't do them both at the same time. The current one I'm using is this, which is the Roborock S5, and this has been my daily driver. I guess you can call it that, but this has been a brilliant vacuum. The S5 had a water tank which you could fill, and it had the mop which attached to the bottom, and it also had a vacuum compartment which collected all the dust. So this has been the one that I've been using for the last year or so. So I've skipped the S6 and now this is the S7 MaxV, and believe me, the progress has been extraordinary. You can just choose to purchase the robot vacuum and maybe add the other things later, but the vacuum itself is absolutely fantastic. Or you can go for the S7 MaxV Plus, and that will come with an auto empty dock as well as the vacuum. Or, like me, you can go for the full works and have the empty wash fill dock, and you'll never have to worry about your floors ever again. The empty wash fill dock is a very clean and attractive design in my opinion. You've got the space for the robot vacuum to go in and empty and clean the mop, and then at the top you've got 3 compartments. One is for dirty water to be collected, one is for clean water, and the other is for the debris from the vacuum, which is automatically collected. Now, one of the huge advantages with this dock is that it cleans the mop pad. Now, believe me, I was skeptical at first, but the result is absolutely incredible. You can see the demo of how it's doing it, and now this is the difference from before. This was after just one clean. This is how filthy the pad was, and now this is the after. And I promise you guys, that is absolutely genuine. Now, the other things that this dock will do is empty the dirty water from the water tank and then refill it with clean water, and that's why you've got the different sections on the dock. One to store the dirty water and obviously one to refill it. The bottom of the dock also gets a clean, so it's not left looking dirty. And finally, you've got the vacuum function, which will take away all of the debris, and that will hold enough debris for up to 7 weeks. Okay, so now let's concentrate on the star of the show, which is the S7 MaxV. Now, this is the most intelligent robot vacuum that Roborock have ever made. It is absolutely packed full of sensors and detection systems to give you the most accurate obstacle avoidance ever. It just is so intelligent, this thing. You will not believe what it can do. Now, this thing not only detects obstacles in the way, it will navigate around them, and it will remember them. It also detects furniture. Now, the clearance on this seems higher than my S5, so I'm going to be very interested to see how well that deals with obstacles, because my S5 did get stuck in a couple of places. This does seem to be a little bit better. Okay, so if I spin this around, you'll see that you've got access to the water tank. Now, obviously, if you've got the dock that I've got, you don't need to worry about this. It empties itself and empties the dustbin. The dustbin is in the top, and that literally just lifts out very simply, no problem at all, and then you can just empty that if you've only got the robot vacuum. And likewise, with the water tank, you can literally just squeeze and pull out, and it comes out very easily. You can fill it up and then pop it back in. Again, as I said, if you've got the dock that I have, you don't need to worry about doing that manually. It will automatically do it via the dock. Setting up your vacuum to the app is absolutely straightforward. Literally just follow the on-screen directions and you'll be set up within 2 or 3 minutes. It really is that simple. Now, speaking of the app, this thing is pretty intense and it's pretty smart what you can do. Now, you can get a live video feed to the Roborock, and you can use the remote control to direct it around the room, or if you want, you can make a call, which is really fun.
Starting video call.
So this is the sound that the Roborock will hear when you make a call to it. So if you've got anyone at home, or you even want to just talk to your pet, then this is what it will sound like. So I think you'll agree, it's very clear.
So when you first send the Roborock off to do a first clean, it will automatically use the LiDAR scanner and scan the location. This will then create rooms, and it will also create obstacles which it will then recognize. Some of these will be furniture, and I'll show you that in just 1 second. So as it goes around the room, it's basically learning the location. You can then save these maps and save these rooms so that if you want to, you can just clean an individual room at a time. I mentioned earlier that the S5 used to get stuck in a couple of places. One of these was on these chairs. The bottoms of the chairs are metal framed and it didn't really like going over the top of them. I'm finding with the new vacuum it has no problem at all recognizing those. And also my last one, it used to get stuck on this little raised step. And as you can see, this just takes it in its stride. It's an absolute breeze. So let's assume that we've now finished the cleaning and it's created this map, as you can see. Now the yellow part there is what it's detected actually outside those patio doors. The blue part is my main living room. The pink or the salmony colour part is my kitchen, and the other colour is my hallway. Now it's automatically detected that that would be my living room. I don't know how it's done that, but it already has. And it's got furniture recognition there as well. But the room that's my kitchen it hasn't detected, so we can go in and click on Edit Room, and then we can give it a new name. We can give it a name from the pull down menu and choose one option there, or we can give it an individual name which we just then type in. You can also see that as it's gone around scanning, it's detected items of furniture. Furniture recognition, it's done 3 items. One of those is a table and 2 of those are sofas. It has automatically placed them in the right location, and then we can save that to the map. The really good thing about setting up individual rooms is that you might not want every room cleaned, so therefore you can just instruct the Roborock to clean a certain room. I've also linked mine with my Amazon Assistant, and you can link it with a Google Assistant or HomeKit, and then you can just tell your smart device to go and send the Roborock to clean a certain location. It makes it so much more straightforward. And when it's finished cleaning, it will automatically go back to the dock, clean the mop, and empty the dustbin. It takes about 3 minutes in total for the mop to be cleaned, the dirty water to be drained back into the dirty water container, and also new water to be put in.
Mop washed.
The final stage will be to come out of the dock, spin around, go back in, empty the vacuum into the dustbin, and then it will begin to charge.
Emptying dustbin.
And then that's it, you've got a super clean floor and you've not had to do a single thing. How good is that? Other great features about this app is that you can choose between different types of floor plan, 2D, 3D, and also a matrix view, which is pretty cool. The 3D one also looks pretty good too. There's also plenty of different suction modes. You've got quiet, balanced, turbo, max, and max plus. So that's a total of 5,100 PA, which is double the suction power, a little bit more than double the suction power of the last model. There's also a night mode, so if you want to set it for this to go off during the evening, then it will keep it quiet. You've also got different levels of intensity for the mop as well. You've got either the mild, moderate, or intense, and that's how hard the mop will press against the floor. You can choose to set schedules for when it cleans. That can be a schedule for cleaning a certain room or the whole of the property when you're in, out, asleep. It doesn't matter. You can set it to do it automatically. It is so clever. Believe me, there are loads more things you can do with this, which I haven't got time in this video to go over. But guys, it is just intense and incredible how good this app and the actual device is. Now, just one final thing I wanted to show you folks, that because it's got the mop attachment on the back, if it detects a carpet, it will automatically raise the mop section so that it doesn't get the carpet too wet or it doesn't get caught up in the carpet. How clever is this thing? So I said at the beginning that this was my best gadget ever, and I genuinely think it is, because this is something which just does everything by itself. Once it's set up, it just is so smart that it doesn't require any input at all. Those of you that think that you have to be techie to have something like this, you do not. It is so simple to operate, and the initial setup process is straightforward and very easy to follow. I definitely think that if you've got a property which has got a lot of hard floors, then this is perfect for you. For me, I've got that dog which just sheds fur all the time, and this device is just perfect for clearing up after her. Guys, if you are in the market for a new vacuum, consider going robot, because this is the best one that you can buy, and it's definitely the one that I would recommend. Thanks for watching this video as always, my friends. I'll see you on the next.